This is the Furukawa Teijuen olive grove. It doesn't look particularly Japanese, but for me it's a really important place because it's where the Niwaki story began. I've been studying sculpture in England at the Slade School in London, and I've become interested in Japan and how the Japanese respond and relate to nature and their environment. I come out to Japan on a travel award, really to look at the cherry blossom, hanami, and how the Japanese celebrate the cherry blossom season. And through that, I'd become interested in the gardens and the trees. So I was very lucky to get some work experience at the Furukawa Teijuen. And I pitched up here in the midsummer for my first day at work on the hottest day I can remember. It was mid-30s. And here was a guy fresh out of London, no gardening experience. I spoke very little Japanese. And I was up a tripod ladder, 15-foot high olive tree, trying to tie in the leader to the olive trees on large bamboo canes that we'd cut down that morning. I remember my first day of work really, really well. It was a real tough introduction to nursery work. The daily routine began at 8 in the morning. We'd set off in mini K-trucks to dig up trees for sale, or load up trucks coming in to collect orders. Other days, depending on the season, we'd be pruning or planting new trees. The nursery is run by the old boss, Ryozo Furukawa, his 3 sons, who everyone knows as Achan, Kanchan and Yachan, along with their uncle, Motokazu. This is a really typical Japanese nursery. They're growing Podocarpus macrophilus here, maki, but they're doing it just the way they should. Nice neat rows. The trees are mounded up here. They've all been root balled before, and when it comes to moving them, they come in with a digger. They can easily excavate them, and they can get a crane in, hoik them out of the ground really easily. All these trees have been pruned and trained to look like this. It isn't just an accident. And it certainly isn't the way that they grow naturally. For quite a long time I thought it was. I thought Japanese trees, they look so strange. Why do they grow like that? But of course it's not the trees that grow like that, it's the people who make them look like that. It's the pruning and the training. And this kind of place is the inspiration for my own tree nursery in Dorset. It's nothing compared to this, of course. The trees are much younger, far less impressive, but this is what inspired me. This is what I came home to England wanting to do, was to grow trees the Japanese way, using their techniques, using their root balling techniques, using their pruning techniques, and just the idea that you prepare a tree for the garden and all the work goes into it in the nursery rather than the garden was the inspiration for me. I owe so much to all these people. They tolerated my inquisitiveness and my sort of Western determination to understand everything and to learn it immediately. When in fact it took me ages to realize that in fact the Japanese way of learning is to watch and absorb and learn from people around you slowly. Motokazu Furukawa took me in and gave me a chance. Achan, Kachan, Yanchan put up with me every day in my general uselessness. And barely a day goes by now that I don't think of them and the nursery and my time here in Japan 20 years ago.